didn't lie to you.
You did too.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I did not.
You did too.
I did
You
not.
did too.
I did
You
not.
You've Got Mail, the quintessential rom-com that has remained an evergreen classic. With its witty dialogue, charming performances by Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan, and that nostalgic 90s vibe, it's the ultimate comfort watch for anyone looking to escape into the world of quaint bookstores, late-night email exchanges, and heartfelt love stories. But as much as we adore the final scene of the film, where Joe Fox, Tom Hanks, and Kathleen Kelly, Meg Ryan, meet in Riverside Park and begin their romantic journey, there's an alternate ending that would have changed everything. And guess what? It never made it to the big screen. Before we dive deep into the alternate ending, let's take a moment to remember what made You've Got Mail such a memorable film.
I think it's something that we can recognize periodically all in our own lives when we lose faith in our next door neighbors. When we think we're all alone, we think that no one's going to do it because nobody cares like we do. No one's going to do it right.
At its core, You've Got Mail is a story about two people who find love in the most unexpected of places. Through emails, Joe Fox, the heir to a giant bookstore empire, and Kathleen Kelly, the owner of a small independent bookstore, begin corresponding online under anonymous usernames, NY152 and Shopgirl, without knowing who the other really is. As the two share intimate thoughts and feelings in their digital conversations, they start to fall for each other, forming a deep connection. But here's the catch. In real life, Joe and Kathleen are rivals. Joe's new megastore Fox Books threatens Kathleen's beloved store, That Shop Around the Corner, leading to some less than pleasant interactions whenever they cross paths. The movie plays out like a modern-day twist on The Shop Around the Corner, with themes of love, identity, and the power of self-discovery. Over time, Joe begins to fall in love with Kathleen, but she remains oblivious to the fact that the man she started to care about online is her real-world nemesis. The film builds up to that beautifully satisfying moment where the two meet in person at a park, and Joe, holding his dog Brinkley, reveals his true identity with a kiss and a line that's become iconic. "I wanted it to be you so badly." The movie ends, leaving us with a sense of hope and a little mystery about what lies ahead for these two. But as much as we love the uplifting conclusion, You've Got Mail almost ended much differently. Darker, more uncertain, and entirely more meta. That's right, folks. There was an alternate ending that not only altered the emotional tone of the film, but also added a layer of complexity that would have completely redefined the story we know and love. Here's where things get fascinating. The concept of the Mandela effect explains how entire groups of people can misremember an event or detail. If you've ever been certain about a famous quote or scene, only to later find out it's not what you thought at all, you've likely experienced this phenomenon.
This was the first incident to really gain traction where a lot of people misremembered something. That a massive amount of people all thought that the past was something different than it really was. And someone actually coined the term Mandela effect.
Some of the most famous examples include people believing Darth Vader said, "Luke, I am your father."
He told me you killed him. Luke, I am your father.
When the actual quote is, "No, I am your father."
He told me you killed him. No, I am your father.
Say what?
Now apply this concept to You've Got Mail. Over the years, many fans of the film have claimed to remember an alternate ending that in reality never existed. They recall the film ending with a scene that takes place inside Joe Fox's megastore. According to this version, Kathleen Kelly, after her bookstore's closure, sets up a small replica of That Shop Around the Corner inside Joe's massive retail space. The sign above her store reads, "The Shop Around the Corner," paying homage to her original independent bookstore. In this imagined ending, Kathleen is seen running one of her beloved storytime sessions with a group of children, bringing her old world back inside the new corporate one. This ending, which many viewers swear they remember, gives off a very different vibe. Initially, it seems uplifting, as if Kathleen has made peace with her circumstances and is finding a way to continue her passion for books, even within Joe's corporate machine. But then, the reality of the situation sets in. The setting would feel somewhat bittersweet. She's still in the megastore, in a way trapped by the very system she she fought against. It's the kind of ambiguous, slightly melancholic ending that could have left the audience wondering whether true love and individuality could thrive in such a world. However, the truth is that this ending never existed. Both Delia Ephron, Nora Ephron's sister and co-writer of the film, and Shelley Westerman, the assistant editor, have confirmed that the film has always ended with that iconic meeting in Riverside Park, where Joe and Kathleen embrace and kiss, finally coming together after all their ups and downs. According to Delia Ephron in a 2021 interview with Lainey Gossip, the movie's ending was set in stone long before any speculation of an alternate version began to circulate. In reality, the ending to You've Got Mail is far less complex, but no less powerful. After a series of heartfelt moments between Joe and Kathleen, Joe finally decides to come clean to Kathleen about his identity as her online email lover. In a beautiful moment of vulnerability, Joe opens up saying he's fallen for her and that he wishes she would choose him over the anonymous figure she's been corresponding with for so long. Kathleen, still unsure, goes to meet her online sweetheart, NY152, in person, but she's in for a surprise. The moment she steps into the park, there's Joe holding his dog Brinkley standing before her. The tension is palpable as they finally realize that the love they've been seeking all along has been right in front of them. It's a moment of pure connection, with Joe and Kathleen sharing a passionate kiss, the camera rising above them to capture the blue sky above. The ending is simple, yet undeniably heartwarming, giving the audience just the right amount of closure without over-explaining what happens next. The story ends on a note of possibility, leaving us to imagine the journey ahead for Joe and Kathleen as they navigate their newfound relationship with all its complications and potential for happiness. It's easy to see why so many viewers might believe the alternate ending with the bookstore replica existed. There's something deeply satisfying about the idea of Kathleen maintaining her bookstore legacy inside Joe's corporate empire. It feels like a subtle victory. She's able to preserve the essence of her passion, even in a world that seems to crush individuality for the sake of profit. That notion of compromise, of finding a balance between dreams and reality, is a theme that resonates with many people, especially in today's corporate-driven society. But ultimately, the actual ending of You've Got Mail is far more optimistic. It's about breaking through the walls we build around ourselves, whether they're made of anger, fear, or even corporate competition. Joe and Kathleen's love story is one of growth, understanding, and transformation, both individually and together. The beauty of their ending lies not in the idea of compromise, but in the fulfillment that comes when two people choose to make an authentic connection, despite the odds stacked against them. Whether you remember the alternate ending or not, You've Got Mail remains one of the most beloved romantic comedies of all time. It captures the magic of new love, the thrill of digital communication before the age of social media, and the warmth of small, independent bookstores. With its delightful performances, witty dialogue, and nostalgic soundtrack, the movie remains the ultimate comfort watch for many. As time passes, the idea of a different ending, one that's perhaps a little darker or more bittersweet, will always linger in the collective memory. It's a testament to how deeply You've Got Mail has resonated with audiences. Whether or not it had an alternate ending, the film's charm remains undeniable, and that's exactly why we keep coming back to it, time and time again. So next time you watch You've Got Mail, whether you remember that alternate ending or not, just sit back and enjoy the simplicity and warmth that the film provides. After all, love stories like this don't need a complicated ending to be unforgettable. They just need a little bit of magic. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Let us know in the comments section, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content from us.